It's time for our final segment of Monday Morning. We have Shine in the studio for Health Matters. Good morning, Shine.
Good morning, Catherine.
Hi, how was your weekend?
I think I ate a lot. I was thinking, just sitting down here, I'm like, what did I do? And I ate, so we went on a family, dinner. And we ordered, just two of us, ordered pizza, pasta, and steak.
Oh, so you ate a lot.
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Good. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed your weekend. And, usually all I hear is exercise, exercise, exercise over the weekend. But finally, you mentioned eating some really, really good food. I actually am very, very sore. I took a ballet class on Saturday, and I'm still sore. My butt and my thighs are still a little sore. So I guess that means that I was working some muscles that I haven't worked out in a while.
Makes you work on the muscle that you never use.
Oh, I know. And I didn't realize that an hour ballet class would make me this sore, but because while you're doing it, you're like, okay, it's doable. I sweat a lot. I wasn't huffing and puffing, but I came out and I was pretty much soaked. And then as I realized I was going home, and I walked up the stairs that my butt muscles were kind of sore, but it feels really good. So I'm happy about that.
Great.
So what are we talking about today?
Last week when we were talking about the common nutrient deficiency, one of our listeners texted us.
Yes.
And then asked a question, right?
Yeah, I remember
think
that.
It was great. Although I'm not a doctor, physician, nutritionist, or kinesiology professor, I would be happy to think about it with you and answer them with the best I can. With my knowledge and experience as a personal trainer for years. Actually, a lot of my topics come from my clients or, people asking me questions. So, send us message if you have question or opinion. If we don't have enough time to answer on the spot, I will take them with me and bring them up, following Monday so we can. I think this will be great way to engage our listeners.
That's a good idea. I think that, so if you have any questions or, maybe even ideas for topics, maybe you want to hear something covered. I have a personal request because I took ballet on Saturday. I almost died. So I would love to know, maybe you talk about ballet or Pilates, about how it really helps you to, use the muscles that you've probably forgotten about in your body. But anyhow, I bet, you get a lot of questions from your clients. What's the most common question that's asked?
One of the most frequently asked questions at the gym is this: what's better way for weight training? Is it for using machines or free weights like bars and dumbbells? What do you think, Catherine?
Well, I am nowhere close to being a health expert. I don't know. I don't know, maybe free weights? I have no idea. So, let's ask you, because you're much more of an expert than I am. What's the right answer?
Yeah, so, when you go to the gym, you see a lot of machines. They look scary at first. And then there's other section, there's dumbbells and bars, right? So that's called free weights.
Right.
So, both can serve a useful purpose, However, certain types of exercise are more beneficial for certain type of people or certain purposes. So, before I answer the question, you need to consider some things like this. So first of all, what's your goal? Is your goal to increase your strength, increase your muscle mass, or improving performance? Let's say you are you're training for marathon, and then the better way to train is not just to run, but if you strengthen your leg muscle or other part of your body, you will improve performances. So is your goal improving performance? So these questions need to be asked. So let's say you are working out, and Catherine, what's your goal? Your goal is to be bigger or toning, increasing strength?
For me, I would have to say toning and increasing strength. Not really losing weight as in the kilos or pounds, but just to tone up kind of.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. So second one is to, what's your training history? Are you a beginner at the gym, or do you have experience using different machines? These need to be asked.
Right. I'm a perennial beginner. I mean, I've been around the gym, but I'm always a beginner. That's what I always say. Right.
And And lastly, do you have any injuries or limitations that would not allow you to, get into a proper body position, to perform a certain exercise? Do you have any injuries?
For me, no. I'm relatively, injury-free. Nothing that I know about anyways, right?
Yeah, good. So in your case, Catherine, free weights or body weights would be better than using machines.
Okay.
Because, a free weight exercise is any exercise where the resistance is provided by a barbell, dumbbells, or any other objects that's moving without supported by any machines. So you are determining like your own range of motion. That's called free weights.
Okay.
It's not weight free.
No.
Right, so free weights are a more effective way to train muscles in general. That doesn't mean never use machines.
Okay.
I'm saying you don't have to use machines because
see.
free weights and even body weight training can maximize the result that you want. So I want to bring this example. Like, for example, let's compare chest press machines and dumbbell chest press.
Okay.
So on a machine, you sit down on a machine, your spine is stabilized by the machine.
Yes.
And you select the weight, and let's just push and release with some limited range of motion provided by the machine. So this movement isolates your chest muscle, and it's relatively safe. You're not going to drop the weight or,
True.
Anything like that.
Yes.
So I guess it isolates the muscle more easily, and it's safer. And secondly, dumbbell chest press. You lie down on a bench, you hold two dumbbells each hand, and you determine the range of motion. You can go lower if you can, and the path of movement is determined by you.
Right.
And so it engages core stabilization, balance. You have to balance, right? And additional muscles compared to you just doing chest press machines.
Right.
So, but the cons is without proper technique, the risk of injuries is higher. So let's say you're lifting heavier, and then maybe you drop the weight. Maybe you get exhausted and you cannot lift it anymore, and then no one is there to lift it for you.
Oh, if you don't have somebody spotting you, right?
Yeah. So, but if you have good posture and spotter is if you have a spotter, then free weights could be both harder and more effective to maximize the result. Either strengthening your muscles or toning. So it's more functional as well. Like it's more similar to, it's mimicking actual movement that you can do in your real life.
Right.
So yes, that's.
But I have a question for you then. Why are there so many machines? Like when you go to a gym and you hear all the clanking of the machines, and you see people working out on all these different machines. Why is that?
I noticed that there are so many more machines in the States. Like in Korea, most gyms have just a basic machine.
Right.
But in the States, I remember seeing so many new machines.
Yes.
What is that for?
Exactly.
All the exercise machines were invented to make exercising easier and more convenient. The machines works on a fixed path with the weight, and usually the entire movement itself is stabilized for you by a machine. So most of the time there are labels on exercise, instructions on each machines, and it's easy for people to learn and how to use the machines. So even if the machine is new to you, you can read the instruction.
True.
And sit down and safely try. So that's what it's for. Most machines are designed to isolate a specific muscle group, so you can target it conveniently without engaging a balance or coordination so much. Using machine is highly recommended if you have injuries or limited motions. So for example, a lot of people have lower back pain or injuries or disc, then the squatting is not recommended. In that case, you can do leg press or leg extension machines instead of barbell squats.
I see.
So, or if you are a bodybuilder or if you are very serious about making like a big muscle,
Yes.
maybe you can bulk a specific muscle group with extremely heavy weight safely on a machine. So let's say I want to like press 100 kilo, leg press to the 100 kilo to have bigger muscles.
Yes.
Then machine will work for you.
I see. So what about you personally? Any machines that you use in training, maybe yourself or maybe with your clients?
Some machines help train certain muscles that are not really easy to train with free weights. So like I often use leg curl machines to train my hamstring because flexing movement that is need to strengthen hamstring is limited with free weights. So like curling motion is not really possible with free weights. It is
with
possible.
your legs.
Yeah, it
It's
is possible. But if machine is available, it's easy to target it. So I prefer to use that curl machine.
So what about for your clients? What do you usually do? How do you usually train your clients?
As a personal trainer, I have to say it is so much easier to train my clients with machines. Because I just sit my clients on a machine and they do it, right?
Yes.
So I usually use some machines during the first month or first 1 or 2 weeks to train each part of body muscle, especially for beginners.
Yes.
Or somebody has back concern or injuries. And then move on to more of free weight exercise or even body weight exercise for higher intensity and better result.
I see. Very interesting. Well, I do want to thank you so much for sharing with us, I guess, some of the top concerns and, of course, the whole issue of free weights versus machines. I hope that really helps some of our listeners out there. By the way, once again, if you have any questions for Shine, send them in, and we'll try to have her answer them the following week. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Shine. Let's get to our commercial break, and I'll be back.